It's Tar Cosmos instead of Tar Space. We Greek bitches.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It is Minosi.
They're gonna be olives. Olives as far as the eye can see.
Hey, I think that whole city is a maze.
Yeah.
That's a shit commute.
All right, so as you are approaching the world and you're getting closer, you're getting a pretty clear shot at sort of the distribution of islands and small continents here. And when night falls, you're noticing that there aren't a lot of lights, and what lights there are concentrated into quite small cities, scattered all over the world. The landscape does look to be fairly Mediterranean. It's a very craggy landscape, as evidenced, probably caused by all the earthquakes that are happening all of the time. You're not seeing a lot of snow except on the very, very highest mountains. A lot of rocky grasslands, sort of scrub forests, and long stretches of coast. And a couple of the larger continents are a bit more desert-like, but for the most part, you're seeing a fairly uniform biome here.
Feels like goats. Feels like there'd be goats here.
Yeah, I think the goats would probably get along on this area.
They definitely would.
I think the goats would crave that mineral here.
Yeah.
So lots of cheese.
Oh, wait, that means it's probably going to be like, if it's Mediterranean, we're looking at like, it's going to be warm. It's going to be warm, y'all. Wait, what are our outfits?
We do need to decide our outfits. Mediterranean.
Y'all, we doing togas?
We definitely doing togas.
It seems like togas, yeah.
Wind snaps and everybody ends up in like a nice-ish toga.
Great, I'll pick out something from Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Perfect.
None of the outfits in Assassin's Creed Odyssey are a toga.
I'd pick something, but I'm currently having to cradle a cat, so...
I think instead for Alviva going more of the like stereotypical or like quote unquote Spartan-y, like the leathers with like the
Mm-hmm.
kind of pieces and the flaps around the hips and like the cape. Much
Mm-hmm.
more of that look, like a mask Spartan-y kind of look, though probably not full tits out in the way that the those outfits tend to be.
Honestly, Artie's regular outfit would fit perfectly.
It's true.
That's boring.
That is boring, but
Do you want to be boring?
You want to get like a palette swap at least?
He's got his tits out. How is that boring?
We see your tits every day, buddy.
You need tits out in a different way.
Yeah, different titty.
Different titty.
Maybe just like cover one titty. Maybe go for like kind of a Hercules.
Hercules?
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure it out. It's fine.
Aviva just is like very hyped about the idea that we might get out of a city and is definitely like checking bags over, especially her bag, and just like,
You ready? You ready to do
yeah,
like a nature thing?
Yeah,
It's been a while.
surveying the land, thinking about like, all right, it looks like, there's plenty of sources of like, I can forage there. I bet there'll be goats. Like, looks like sources of water won't be too weird as long as we're out of the desert. Like, just very into the like, oh man, I might get to spend some time out of a city. Thank God. I'm gonna keep these goopers alive. Using my skill set.
Yeah. So over the course of the day, the ship heads towards a very mountainous small island in a fairly isolated region of the largest ocean you can see. It is about 1 million miles from everything. And the ship sets down at the island's southeastern half. Yeah, hang on, no, not the southeast. Yes, southwestern tip of the island. There's a small harbor there. And you can see some scattered wood and plaster buildings, a dock, and not much else.
I want to establish now, actually, because it's cool to get like an aerial view coming into it. One of my abilities as a ranger, or I think from my background, something like that, is wanderer, which is like excellent memory for maps and geography. I can remember layout of terrain and features and things. So I'm calling that now because I may bring it up later in terms of like,
Nice.
I've gotten a nice visual look at the shape of this place. So when we're on it, I should be able to do a pretty good job of keeping track of kind of the terrain and the features from what I saw from the sky.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you guys disembark from the ship. It is about mid-afternoon local time. The people mostly around the docks there's 2 other ships docked here. Both of them appear to be loading up on just basic supplies, food and water. You see a couple of humans, couple of elves, a few of the other spacefaring species that you've seen around, and then the locals are all minotaurs.
Artie, deep breaths, okay?
Artie's just fanning himself. I gotta go buy some oil.
Oh, they're all really tall and beefy. Oh, look at the horns on that one. Oh no.
Not immune. Not immune to the big beefy Minotaur people.
Not immune at all. Oh no.
By the way, a couple of them are looking over at you guys, noticing the outfits, and then turning away and shaking their heads as if to say, ugh, tourists.
Whatever.
Whatever. We're happy.
We're
That's
allowed
what
to have
matters.
fun.
Yes.
Just that the plan was to fit in. First of all, you weren't, because you're not minotaurs.
Yeah, we were never going to fit in
Yeah.
anyway, so we may as well have fun and look cute. Okay, first off, we need to check in on your package.
Right. Wynn, who's wearing like the most basic thing that she can, kind of looks around, and I
Should
would
be a harbor master's office or
Yeah.
something.
She looks for signs of like a harbor master or any person who looks like they might work under a harbor master.
There's not so much an office, so much as there is an awning with a minotaur guy sitting under it with a clipboard.
Okay, she heads over there then.
Guy looks up at you.
Hello, I was told there might be something here for me.
No packages come in.
All right, understood. Might be arriving later.
It'll probably be addressed to a member of the Kestrel.
Yeah, likely addressed to a member of the Kestrel or Cacophony or whenever it shows up.
The guy with the clipboard kind of looks over and makes a little mark, and you can see that it's not paper. It is actually a wax tablet that he's making marks on with a stylus.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, and I don't know if it's just me, like, I'm suspicious. What if he's lying? I don't know. What's the roll for that again?
It's called an insight check.
Yeah. I'm making an insight check because I don't trust people
All right,
in
do it.
general. I got a 19.
This is a guy whose life is tremendously uneventful. You feel like if mail had come in, he would tell you.
Yeah, that's valid. So I've even just squints at this person.
You see Artie in the background going from stall to stall, just chatting up everybody.
Which there are a couple of market stalls. You're noticing they're mostly just oriented towards the dock. Like any merchant life, any exchanging of gold or silver, mostly silver and copper, is happening near the docks.
All right, so don't flash around too much cash then.
There's a lot to flirt with.
Yeah, which a couple of them are like, a couple of them play along until they realize you're not going to buy anything, and then they make it pretty clear they want you to leave.
Fair. He does look for oil, though.
Okay, you can buy some oil.
Yeah, he'll buy some oil eventually.
Should we chat with the other people who are visiting? That might be easier to chat up.
Yeah, we probably want to find like a tavern or something. I think
Arturos,
I'm gonna go.
Arturos, that's 1 silver per flask of oil, by the way. How much you stocking up on?
He sees a lot of big boys. He's gonna go ahead and get 5.
5 flasks? Okay, that's knock off 5 silver there.
Just a bandolier of olive oil.
Where the fuck?
It is mostly fish oil, by the way. Not a lot of olive oil.
What? No! It has to be olive oil.
But you don't want to get those omega-3s?
Listen, he already smells of fish.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't
So what's
have
the problem?
So what's the problem? It wouldn't change anything.
He doesn't need more fish.
You get the oil or not, Artie? I've got the thing pulled up to put it in your inventory.
You said this was a Mediterranean. I thought it would be olive oil.
Olive oil is a luxury good. That costs more.
No, I don't trust fish oil. Not on land. Not with you people.
So no.
So no.
Okay. So keep the 5 silver then.
Alright.
I feel like there's just people around, like, by their ships, right? They say, like, we're loading things up.
Yep.
Like, we can just go chat with them.
If you guys want to do that, I'm going to... I mean, if there's not that many, like, buildings here, I'm probably going to go to the one that is the most obviously temple-y. if anybody wants to come with.
Which you look up on, there's a ridge overlooking, like, the town, and the temple is up on that ridge.
Okay.
Shall we go to the temple?
I mean, we can split up if you want.
I'm not doing anything else.
I'll talk to people on the docks. Religion confuses me.
Okay, Aviva's going
I
to
see.
talk to people in the docks.
Artie, where are you going?
Tavern? Tavern.
You're gonna go look for a tavern?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jill and Cacophony are off to the temple?
Win.
Win and Cacophony? Jill and Win? Sorry, what? Sorry.
Yes, Jill and Wen.
Jill and Win. I got very confused. Okay, Jill and Win are off to the temple. All right, so who wants to go first, or do we want to roll off here?
Let's roll off.
Roll off. Everybody roll 1d20.
I got a 12.
I got a 14.
I got a 17.
As a 3.
Okay. So, Cacophony and by extension Jilliana, go first. You pretty much rolled exactly in descending order.
Huh, we did.
So, you guys head up onto the ridge, looking for the temple. You get there, and it's a wooden temple. There's the stone materials like stone appear to be at a premium here. With mostly, it takes the form of plaster holding up certain buildings, but this is almost entirely wood.
This is normal for me.
Yeah. Two large columns framing the entrance. The exterior, you notice, is painted in shades of blue and green and gray, all in the form of like depicting great waves and great storms. And the corners of the temple of the roof are accentuated with carvings of waves and dragon turtles.
Ooh.
Intriguing.
Okay. Yeah, Juliana will go on in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wen follows, kind of examining everything.
Interior is fairly empty. There are a couple of mats scattered across the floor to sort of keep people comfortable as they're making offerings. There is an altar at the far end of the temple. Nobody seems to be in the actual vestibule at the moment.
Okay. Well then, Juliana will probably just quietly go up to the altar. I guess if this is something that is nautical based, this is something that probably at least has some, like, if there's sea, if there's storms, then it's something that probably has some vaguely similar iconography to what she's used to. So she'll probably do a similar sort of just general prayer that's she's kind of tailoring to not specifically be to Ethla, but to sort of the sea and the storms, which there's probably a variation of that somewhere in her like prayer book.
All right. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. An 11.
Okay, so normally when you pray to Ethla, I would imagine that your visualization of it is drawn up into the sky towards the storms, towards the clouds, things like that. As you sort of pray to this unknown god, you feel your attention instead being drawn beneath the waves, beneath the water, deeper and deeper into a nearly black abyss. You see two glowing eyes, and then a furious roar, and then there's like it's like a blast of wind forcibly throws you backwards onto your back. You find yourself gasping, staring up at the ceiling of the temple. Whatever the god is of this temple is very capricious, very angry, and does not take well to strangers. And as you're looking up, you hear the clop of hooves on wood, and then you look up and you see a pure white minotaur sort of looking down at you from in your current position.
Cool god you got here.
The minotaur helps you to her feet. This is a female minotaur, by the way, and you'll notice she also has swirling wave patterns shaved into her fur. And as she helps you to your feet and kind of sets you back down, she says, "Zeboim is not is not a kind goddess. She's not a gentle goddess, unfortunately."
Whew, yeah, wow, that was the impression I got. Hi, sorry. I don't hope that wasn't rude.
No, people come here and make their offerings all the time. Very few of them actually manage to draw the attention of the goddess, which is probably to their benefit.
Okay. Whew. Sorry, I'm from I've got a storm goddess back home. Different vibe though.
I would imagine. Those who make offerings to Zeboim are usually attempting to placate her long enough to get across the ocean without their ships being devoured by the storms or by the creatures living there.
Wow, that's super different than our
Yes.
approach. Wow.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Jilliana.
My name's Coralia.
This is Win.
Hi.
We're here on business.
Yes, I would imagine so. Very few come to this island for pleasure, I have to say.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like it's a tourist destination. Listen, I was actually hoping to get some information maybe from a deity that might be able to help me out, and I thought I'd try, at least introducing myself to the locals. I don't know. I'm kind of trying this out for the first time.
Well, it's normally a wise proposition, but unfortunately the gods of Tephos tend to be, this is a world where life hangs by a thread very frequently, and our gods reflect that.
That's fair. Maybe you can help me then.
I'll do what I can.
Well, my friend and I and our party, we're going off of some, we got a lead on some, it's probably about 6 months old now, but we've heard that there's some activity lately where people have been landing here, going up into the mountains and not coming back. Have you heard anything like that?
I've heard about it, yes.
Right, is that still happening?
Occasionally, maybe 1 or 2 a month. 1 or 2 groups, that is.
Are there any similarities between the groups or those who go missing?
They're all off-worlders.
Oh.
They all come here. They buy supplies and they head out into the mountains.
Do you know what is so appealing about the mountains?
Well, we have our own share of legends about what lives there and what you can find there, but I don't know if that's what they're looking for.
I think, and she exchanges a glance with Cacophony, I think we'd love to hear any stories you've got, if you've got time.
If you have time, we'd love to learn.
Well, this island is called Three Rivers, and do you know anything about Three Rivers Island?
No, sorry, we're from completely different sphere.
Okay. Well, Three Rivers is an island of monsters. There are creatures here that are dangerous and will specifically try to kill you if they find you, as opposed to a regular predator, which will attempt to eat you, and then when it finds out that it can't, will usually run away. And the monsters are most concentrated up in the mountains, and there are tales of something that draws them there, something called the Well of Infinity.
The Well of Infinity?
Yes.
And what exactly is that?
Nobody's quite sure. The accounts vary.
Okay.
Well, the legends say that the well was created when an ancient hero went to the underworld, to the Grey Wastes, and retrieved a flask of water from a well there, the well at the base of all creation. Now, why he actually did this, the accounts vary depending on the legend. The one that I heard growing up was that the hero intended to trade the water for the freedom of his true love, and the water she meant to use it to cure her dying father, and there's other versions as well that I've heard, but all versions of the tale agree that when the hero's quest was done, they emptied the flask into a well deep in the mountains of Three Rivers Island, and then the power of the waters there created the Well of Infinity.
And what does it do? Why is it just infinite in that it doesn't go away? What is it?
Again, nobody's quite sure. Nobody's seen it in many, many years. There's something incredibly powerful about it, something to do with the waters at the base of all creation, but as to what actual powers it holds, that's all lost to legend, I'm afraid.
Okay. Wynn, can you think of anything?
No, but I'm pretty sure that sounds like our answer we're looking for.
I think so. Question, if you were going to, obviously you're going to be a little bit biased here, but if you were going to commune with one of the gods on here, who do you think would be most interested in, imparting any information or talking to a non-local?
Well, as I've mentioned before, the gods here aren't, friendly.
Right, so who's the least unfriendly?
I would say that you have the most likelihood of getting information out of Baphomet, but anything you get from Baphomet has a price.
What kind of price is that? What's up with Baphomet?
Just that when you deal with demon princes, there are always consequences.
Ooh.
Just phone up a demon prince. What's the worst that's gonna happen?
Just owe a favor to a demon prince.
Yeah, just give them a call. Ring ring. Hey.
Hey, Boffa baby. How's it going?
I will ask that if you try to commune with Baphomet, you not do it here, because anytime Baphomet and Zeboim get into a turf war, the planet has a tendency to, break.
So, not in the temple. Is the island mostly Zeboim's? Whose domain is this?
I would try to be outside of Lato when you do it, as a favor to me personally.
Okay, sure. I can do that. Okay. Well, thanks. You've been really helpful. I appreciate it.
Then I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys headed out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think out the door, Juliana will probably turn to Coffee. She was really pretty, right?
She was gorgeous. A
Oh my
total
God.
babe.
Did you see those markings? Oh,
Did you see those biceps?
I saw the biceps. Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh, very, very pretty lady.
Oh,
Guys.
gorgeous.
So I'm just imagining this constant whisper conversation of like gayness on the way down from the temple.
Mhm.
Okay, and next up we've got Alviva. You're poking around the docks, right?
Yes. Which, like, talking to people is not. Well, Alfifa's gotten better
She
at it,
has.
honestly.
She
Alfifa's
did read that
remembering,
book.
yeah, her book and thinking
Crucial
about what
conversations.
she wants out of the conversation.
Okay, so there's a knot of sailors sort of talking to each other on the docks. As you're approaching them, you do overhear the conversation that's in process. Specifically, you hear the name Vodon.
Hold on. Does that name mean anything to me?
Yeah, that's where Max is. Like that's the Vidoni. Those are the wolf guys.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I might actually, I'm gonna pretend to be distracted by something I see and kind of slow down a bit so I can eavesdrop before I interrupt the conversation.
Okay, so as you're eavesdropping, you hear, well, Duke of Stardust will, and we won't be headed to Vodon. The Imperial City's one big fucking powder keg right now. Somebody else pipes up, is it true the Emperor was killed off by, like, some rebel assassin? Somebody else pipes up, no, I heard it was the military that had him knocked off. So the new Empress is just a kid, right? Yeah, I thought the heir was a boy. No, you're both stupid. The Queen has the throne now. And then the conversation starts to devolve into, like, petty arguing.
Oh my gosh.
Alviva attempts to, remember this and and whispers to Breadsticks, like, hey, can you remember what they said? Because Phil's really gonna want to know. And after a while of, muttering back to herself, okay, Emperor killed off. Kid in charge? Empress in charge. Oh god, okay. Oh, alright. And then we'll kind of, walk up to the group in more of a, giving a wave. Okay. Hi.
You got a couple of nods of acknowledgement that's sort of welcoming you into the circle.
Are these also non-minotaurs?
These are also non-minotaurs. You see a couple of humans, like an elf. There's a half-orc.
Hello, fellow space travelers.
How do you do, fellow spell sailors?
One of them nods to you and says, hey, did you just come in on the Kestrel?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just got here.
It's a very nice looking ship.
Thanks.
Kind of looks beat up though.
Oh yeah, we've been through some scrapes. We've been having some interesting adventures.
And what did pirates get you?
Yeah, a little bit of a pirate activity, I think. Trying to remember why we fought those people.
They were undead from the cult, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
But
Don't say
I mean, you
cult.
can't just say undead pirates or whatever.
Yeah. It's always the ghosts and skeletons that really make me mad,
Oh man, those ghost ships, there's so many of them these days. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, have you noticed, are there more? Is it just me, or are there more ghost ships?
I'd say there are more, and then a couple of them look at each other, and there's like a nods and a general agreement. Yeah. Oh god, I've been running into so many of those guys.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty fucking weird.
That is pretty fucking weird.
Why is the elves navy not doing their job? And a couple of them look at the elf, and the elf just kind of shrugs like, I don't fucking know, man, I just work here.
Where are you guys running into the ghost ships?
Mostly all over. Mostly the southern reaches of the map. South being, objective, but you look at the charts, the bottom of the charts.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. I haven't thought about that. And then there's those nasty spider ones. That's the worst.
Oh yeah, the Nyogi.
Yeah, you guys had to deal with one of those.
And he points over to one of the other guys and says, "Yeah." As I pull up my naming document.
Brimothy over here.
Brimothy over here. Yeah, Brimothy just ran into a Nyogi ship. They were moving somewhere in a real fucking hurry.
You're kidding. Whereabouts?
Tried to get past the blockade around Nyogi space.
Tried to get out of the blockade?
Yeah. Maybe they're gearing up for another invasion wave. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that'd suck. Where was that, Brimothy?
Brimothy is like, oh, it was near Red Eyes, I think.
Red Eyes?
Like the Black Dragon?
No, like there's a sphere called Red Eyes because the all it's got in it is like a huge debris field and then these 2 red stars, so they call it Red Eyes.
Damn.
Okay, so it's not a coffee with a shot in it.
Well, I mean, did you blow them up? Or did the Navy help out?
I mean, we took a couple shots at them, but they got right past us.
Oh, damn, they're just out there. Yeah. That's wild. Was that right before you came here? Not too long ago?
Yeah, it was on our way here.
Damn. Aviva feels the need to be sipping something. Takes out a flask to sip it.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
And you notice there are a couple of other, there's a couple of flasks getting shared around as people chat.
It's probably only one of the. I mean, I'm sure I have a water flask. I was like, I have flasks of holy water. Just sipping holy water.
That tastes funny.
Is there something to do?
That burns a little going down.
Tastes like guilt.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what it's coming to these days. You just here for trade? What,
No, we're just picking up supplies. We're on our way to Cabal Space, and it's a good place to stop off.
Oh, Cabal Space. I hate it there.
Oh, you been?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I like it a lot more than fucking Lato. And he starts looking around the sort of lack of a town.
Yeah, it's fair. I don't like dealing with, nobility and fancy people,
Oh, you're hanging out in the wrong parts of Biancarta if you're hanging out with the nobility.
Oh, yeah? Are there good spots?
Oh, yeah, the Harbor Gate District at the right time of night. Oh, yeah, it's a fucking party.
Okay. I mean, I caught a weird fish there. That was pretty fun.
Oh, God, don't try to eat anything you get out of the harbor there. It's so nasty.
No, I stuffed it.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
Yeah, it sings. It's pretty great.
Sings?
Yeah. I mean, and actually, the first one is like, hey, you want to see?
Alviva spreads the good word of Big Mouth Billy Bass.
I don't know what the etiquette is about inviting other space travelers aboard your ship. I don't know. The captain may be mad at me.
Are you saying this out loud?
Maybe. Kind of like, hey, you should come see. Well, I don't know if the captain would be mad at me.
Yeah, captains are real sticklers about stuff like that.
Yeah, you'll just have to believe me. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's great. Everybody should have one.
For $9.99.
Listen, find an artificer. Pick your favorite song. And get a fish. The weirder the better, honestly. If it's inedible, it's excellent. Yeah, no, I never hit up Tefos before. It does look a little empty.
Oh god, yeah, this is basically the only thing you can do on this planet because the local authorities don't like spacers, I guess.
I mean, are there hikes? Is there anything cool up in, gestures towards the mountainy bits?
I keep talking to people who are headed up there, and I ask them what they're going for, and they say something weird, like the worm will show us the way, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
That? A worm?
Whomst?
Yeah,
Space Paladin Christ.
Yeah, Space Paladin Christ. People say, you keep running into people out here, in ports like this, who will just say anything and decide that it's normal.
Yeah. So that's wild. Like the Minotaurs are going out there, or
No. It's all other spacers. The Minotaurs know to stay put because, it's fucking monsters out there.
Oh, really? Monsters?
Yeah, I heard there's some other guy pipes up. Yeah, I heard they actually had to move the town because, like, it used to be at the mouth of one of the rivers, but that, the rivers, are all where all the monsters hang out because, like, critters got to drink, right? So they had to move it to here, where it's like they had to sink a well outside the town, and now there's like barely any water.
They moved the whole fucking town? That's whack, man.
There wasn't much town to move, let me tell you that much. There's a little chuckle that goes up amongst the sailors.
Have you seen any of these people heading out, like, on this trip? Are you, like, when you came before? Like, because I only see your two ships here. Like, how did the spacers get here? Wouldn't they, like, leave their ships behind? How are they getting out?
Some of them are, I guess, coming in as passengers on other ships. I don't think we had any on ours. And they start talking amongst themselves and come to the general consensus that no, nobody brought in any passengers on this leg.
But did you see any when you were here, or you mean when you visited before?
There's like a poll that goes up amongst the group of them, and eventually Brimothy pipes up.
Good old Brimothy.
I gotta keep using Brimothy now.
Yeah.
Brimothy pipes out and says, I think we had a couple of passengers on one of our previous routes through, just head out into the mountains.
Brimothy has a rich inner life.
Yeah.
Brimothy does have a rich inner life. Hundreds of years from now, Brimothy's very extensive multi-volume diary is going to be a key historical document.
Brimothy Peeps, they called him.
Good old Brimothy Peeps.
Yep.
The legend of Brimothy Peeps.
Yo. Sam Brimothy Peeps. Did they come back from their weird monster hike? Or did they get it out there?
I mean, it's possible they got at. It's not like we hung around to pick them up.
Just a one-way trip? Man, that's weird. And they liked worms?
Brimothy thinks about it for a second. I don't recall anything about worms. They did mostly keep to themselves, though.
Where'd you pick them up from? Like, were they bored?
Well, that's the weird thing, too. Like, one we picked up from Senagora, and then, like, one we picked up from the Rock of Brawl, and that the third one that we picked up from, I don't remember. It was some other spaceport, but the point was we picked them up from 3 different spaceports, and then they meet each other, and they immediately just, like, they're best friends,
That's weird. That's like some weird culty stuff,
Is that how cults work?
Oh, I think so. I don't know. It's like, I'll be honest, I don't understand religion, but sometimes people...
When you say you don't understand religion, there's another chuckle of agreement that goes up amongst the sailors.
Yeah.
A couple of flask toasts to it.
So, they get together and they're like, I like this, this thing up in the sky, and I like the same, sky person, and then they're buds. And they got their little chants and books and things.
Everyone generally agrees that, yes, this does seem to be how religions work. from their personal observation.
Yeah.
Sailors notoriously unlikely to look for any kind of divine reasons that shit happens that they can do to prevent it.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, because one of them pipes up with like, yeah, that's why all I do is I make an offering to the Duke of Stardust every once in a while, and I don't bother with any of that religion shit.
Mm-hmm.
Duke of Stardust?
Yeah. You haven't heard of that?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Don't think I know any Duke, like a literal Duke, or
No. It's like, yeah, you know how groundling sailors, they like to make offerings to the sea and stuff?
Right.
Well, we're not sailors of the sea, we're sailors of space.
Yeah, way cooler.
So it's like a cooler, different guy.
Oh. So he's like old man of the sea, but it's a Duke of the Stars?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Oh, neat. Do you like any stuff in particular? Maybe I should start doing this. Maybe I'd run into fewer ghost ships.
Yeah. He likes offering like the good stuff in life, like a bit of wine, a bit of food, stuff like that. Burn some really expensive tobacco, or like if you got any drugs, he likes a bit of that,
Okay. Kind of a party god.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Huh.
Although I'm not sure he's really a god. He's more like a Brimothy had a good word for it, and Brimothy pipes up. Yeah, it's more like anthropomorphic personification.
Whoa, Brimothy's gone to school, am I right?
Fucking college boy over here.
Hey!
Yeah, there's a general round of ribbing for Brimothy.
What's the Duke of Stardust supposed to look like?
Oh, he's like this really tall guy, kind of sort of skinny and weird and gangly looking, but he always dresses really nice, and he's got like one brown eye and one blue eye.
Is that so?
Ho ho ho.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's cool because like his husband also has one blue eye, but it's like the other eye.
Whoa, and he's gay?
Yeah, man.
I can't get enough of this guy. Tell me everything.
Yeah, so like the husband, last I heard he was called like the Quicksilver Knight or something
Oh
like
shit.
that.
That's good.
Oh my
name.
god.
Yeah, and like you know how the Duke of Stardust is space? Well, like the Quicksilver Knight's supposed to be like time.
Holy shit. This is the coolest shit I've ever heard.
You should get on it. Maybe you'd run into less fucking pirates if you left an offering to the Duke of Stardust every once in a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, what, has he got powers?
Yeah, I heard he can like make doors where there aren't doors and like move stuff around and like teleport and stuff. That all sounds really cool.
This is just David Bowie.
Yeah.
This is just David Bowie.
Is there like a pamphlet?
No. So Brimothy's still working on his fucking thesis. College boy over here. This is another round of ribbing for Brimothy.
Now, wait a minute. How do you know the word thesis?
That's what Brimothy keeps calling it. Near as we can tell, it just means a really long book.
Yeah, I mean, damn. Duke of Stardust. Sounds like the coolest shit.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Like, are there, clerics, those, like, religious-y people?
No, he doesn't operate like that. No, you just, it's just vibes, dude. These guys are getting more and more stoner as time goes on.
Yeah. There's something in the flasks.
There's something in the flasks.
A little bit for Brimothy, a little bit for me, a little bit.
Well, shit, I just want to find out more about this guy and his cool husband.
This power couple.
Yeah. So, like, I guess they're just everywhere in space, huh? There isn't, like, a place that they're from or that likes them more? I don't know. How do I get more in on this Duke of Stardust thing?
Yeah, one of the more quiet guys kind of puts up his hand and goes, "Well, I heard there was like a lighthouse somewhere. I don't know if it's like a physical lighthouse. No, it might be like a lighthouse of the mind."
That's whack. There's a lighthouse of the mind. That's how you learn more.
Yeah, or a lighthouse of the mind, or like a lighthouse of the soul, or like so like it's like the planes of thought or something like that. The place where ideas matter.
That's where they're from.
That's where they're
they live.
from. Yeah.
You just gotta make a little birdhouse in your soul.
Yeah. I never even heard of that. I've heard of like planes, right? They're like, oh, there's a plane where the water comes from or whatever.
Or the Feywild.
But Lighthouse of the Soul, that's deep.
Yeah, man. Just make sure you get a copy of Brimothy's fucking thesis when it gets done. And there's another round of ribbing for Brimothy. Brimothy's looking pretty tired of it by now, by the way.
I feel like Juliana would get along with Brimothy.
Yeah. Now, Brimothy, listen. We're having a laugh, but I would love to get an advanced copy. I know that I sound like I'm being a shit even as I say it. But, like, seriously, we have, like, a book club over on the Kestrel. We read a lot of books. We got a little robot that organizes our books. We're big into that shit. And I think that, like, the Duke of Stardust is the coolest shit I've ever heard about. And, and you just told me before about a place where there's, like, 2 big red stars that look like eyes, and that's pretty badass. But, like, nah. This is real interesting. I want to know all I can. Sometimes something just grabs you.
Yeah. Brimothy thinks about it for a bit, and he's like, all right, how long you here?
Oh, a while, my the bosses, they're off sorting that out. I'm just, carrying
All right.
things.
I'll see if I can copy some stuff out and send it over to the Kestrel. How about that?
Hey, that would be amazing. Thanks, man.
All right. No worries.
Thanks, Brimothy. You're the man.
Hell yeah, Brimothy.
Oh god, if we do another Spelljammer campaign several hundred years from now, there's going to have to be like a codex from the notes of Brimothy.
Brimothy Peeps, please,
Brimothy
the full
Peeps.
name.
See, I wouldn't be shocked if in the years that I've been on this podcast, there's been another NPC that I named Brimothy. Because that's just kind of the type of place that my mind
Well,
goes.
this is
when
the one
asked
that's
to name
sticking.
things.
This is Brimothy Peeps. He's an important part of the world now.
Yeah.
He's a key
Yeah.
part of the world
You
building.
can't go back on the name. No take backsies.
No
Yeah,
take
that
backsies.
is-
His name is now Brimothy Peeps.
Yeah. Pepys for people playing along at home. For the wiki.
Sorry, what? Sorry, you said you had a spelling there that I need to update?
Yes.
Okay.
Pepys. Peeps.
That's not Peeps, that's Pepys.
That's Peepies. That's Peepus.
I'm telling you, it's pronounced Peeps.
It's Peepus. No, that's Peepus.
Listen, it has been a part of my life for the last 4 years. It's pronounced Peeps.
I'm sorry, honey. I can't do that. I can't follow you there.
I'll agree. It looks like it should be Peepus.
Don't go where I can't follow, Mr. Proto. Don't go to the Peepus room.
There's a Peepus room in my office.
All right. So, is there any other information you want to try to get out of this, guys? You're in the inner circle now. So,
Yeah, I mean, I think I got a lot. Like, I don't know. I'm getting the sense that I've probably gotten what I can get out of these people, which is a lot, obviously. I've learned a lot of things.
You're just gonna bro out for a while?
Yeah, I think just kind of bro out for a while and wait for the rest of the crew to come back.
okay.
What can Artie get from people, I wonder?
Yeah, let's see what adventures Artie goes on. Artie's gonna crack this whole thing wide open. You wait.
He's gonna crack something open.
He cracks a beer open.
Hey!
So you're going looking for the tavern, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're sort of noticing that a lot of the commerce in Lato is along the beach.
Mm-hmm.
So you walk along the beach for a little bit. And eventually you get into an area where this is quite nice. The beaches are nice and wide, and the sand is nice and fine. It's not too rocky. You notice that there is a wooden plaster building sort of perched on the edge there, which appears to be mostly open-air tavern, with lots of, rugs and stuff for people to sit on low tables, and a very large, or very smallish from a minotaur size, blonde minotaur going around checking on people, serving drinks, things like that. And you see a shingle out front called the Amphisbaena with a logo of a snake eating its own tail.
That looks cool. Artie walks in.
So you, like I said, it's mostly open air. There's a small plaster building off to the side. It appears to be like the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it's just, it's low tables, it's rugs, it's suit yourself, seat yourself.
Yeah. He goes up to the bartender. Hello.
The Minotaur sort of waiter kind of waves over to you, takes care of a couple of other customers, and then circles around to where you are. Hello, how can I help you?
Hello. I'd love some drinks. Do you have fish?
Well, we have today's fish stew. We did also get some baklava out of the bakery if you want some.
That sounds good. I don't know what that is, but it sounds good.
Anything to drink?
Yes.
All right, we can bring you a pitcher, or we can just bring you a bowl.
Wait, hold on, a bowl?
Yeah. Of wine.
Of wine?
Yeah.
Wait, which one's bigger?
The pitcher's bigger.
Pitchers, there we go.
All right. And he heads it back into the kitchen. A little bit out later, he comes back out with a bowl of fish stew, a pitcher of wine with an empty bowl for you to pour it into, and then a pastry that looks to be incredibly thin layers of pastry piled up on top of each other with a sweet sort of a fig filling between them.
Ooh. This all looks delicious.
Happy to hear it.
Is this like a coin up front type of place?
Yeah, he does look pretty expectant. It comes out to 6 silver.
Okay. You know what? He's gonna hand him a gold. So, have there been
Oh,
any
honey.
any weirdos around here lately?
I just want to very quickly flash to, like, cut to a It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia title card that just says Arturo's crashes the local economy.
Hey, so have there been any weirdos around?
Says the fuckboy fishman.
Says the fuckboy fishman with the sharp teeth.
The guy looks you up and down and goes, "You mean besides you?"
Hey, I tipped you.
I mean, it's a port town. We get our fare of weirdos coming through.
Okay, but like really weirdos. Like they're secretive and they kind of smell bad, and they talk about either dragons or worms or eating worlds.
Well, up until you got to the dragon worm eating world part, that just described most off-worlders, honestly.
Fair, fair, fair.
I mean, we do get a couple coming through every once in a while. It's come in, stock up on supplies, mutter something about how the worm will guide the way, and then head up into the mountains, but we don't ever see them again, so they're not really our problem.
That doesn't sound like the person I'm looking for.
We just don't let them buy anything on credit.
That's fair. Artie goes on to eat his food.
Okay. The baklava is very good, by the way.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, no, Artie's not really a cunning character, which is why I played him that way. He just kind of sits and looks pretty, flirts with, like, gives a wink to anyone he finds attractive. I think that's about it. That's all he does.
All right, so that's Artie's afternoon. When do you guys when do you guys foresee meeting back up?
I don't know. I mean,
after Wynn walks back with Jill from the temple, she'd probably start looking for the others.
yeah.
All right, so the temple and the tavern are at opposite ends of the town for what may be obvious reasons. So you probably run into Alviva at the docks first, who is chilling with a very large group of sailors, and conversationally speaking, it looks like she's doing really well.
Good job, Alviva.
Give a wave. Probably like make a gesture like, you good? Or you hanging out?
Yeah, probably as soon as Alviva sees them back, she'll excuse herself of like, oh, alright, there's my crew. Guess I gotta sort stuff out, but hey, this has been great.
Yay, it's great talking to you.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that info, Brimothy. You're a real one.
Yeah, I'll be sure to send that over to the Kestrel.
Yeah, alright, well, good luck. Here's hoping to no ghost ships and safe travels.
Surely at this point, Alviva just says like some kind of fucking like inside joke that they have created at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I am fully assimilated into the culture of. All right, and then I'll yeah.
Yeah, so fucking A, and they'll knock you on the back as you head over to Jill and Cacophony. Or Jill and Wynn.
Hey, you made friends.
Yeah, it's very because Alviva's been like very chill, very cool, just like hanging out with them, doing pretty well. And as soon as like she has like left the group and is facing only like Jill and Wynn, like grabs Jill and is like, I just learned so many things.
Really?
There's so much shit going on.
What-
Oh my god.
What did you learn?
Yeah, actually, do you guys want to like? I mean, Artie said something about the tavern. We should go.
Oh,
Want to
yeah,
go
let's
like
go to the
meet in there?
tavern.
Like, also, look.
They probably have
there-
good seafood here.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know how tired I am of dried fish?
Let's go.
Okay, but I have so much shit to tell you guys.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No, start filling us in.
More mysteries. Solutions to mysteries.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Oh, I'll start out, you know, the Vidoni.
Yeah.
What about them?
Did you know that they killed the Emperor?
I'm sorry. The Emperor.
I guess. Yeah.
Like the Emperor of the Commonwealth.
I think so.
Who would be the dad of the Crown Prince of the Commonwealth? So he's dead.
Yeah. I mean, my bet is that Max killed him. Maybe? Wait, did he hate his dad? I thought he hated.
Unclear how he felt about his dad. I think he just thought, like, nobility was stupid, but he was supposed to be going back to check in on his family, so...
So maybe he didn't kill his dad. I'm going to be honest, Jill. Do not understand the political situation over there.
Yeah, it sounds really fucking complicated. Frankly, it sounds more fucking complicated than he's been letting on for a while, so that's great.
To be fair, he knows we hate politics.
Yeah, I mean, they mentioned, like, a kid maybe being in charge, and, like, didn't Max have a little sister?
Yeah, no, he had a little sister. You're sure she's in charge now?
Well, they weren't sure. They thought it might be her. Or it might be Empress?
Oh my fucking goddess. Okay. I've sent so many sendings to that piece of shit. He's 25 words. There's 25 words, and he's used like 5 of them every time. Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah. So shit's gone down. Sounds like recent news, I think.
Jill starts furiously composing a sending in her head. And I do actually have one ready. I was working on it while we were doing other things.
Amazing.
Juliana just starts furiously composing a sending and then, like, stops for a second while she just sort of, like, casts it and... Okay, I was gonna wait, but we're hearing rumors about Voton. Don't fucking brush this off. How fucked are you, really? Be honest, Maximilian.
Okay, it takes it actually takes a couple of minutes, and then it's just I just woke up. What? Pretty fucked. What?
Okay, fine. I'll start composing another one.
Hey Jill. You're looking real intense. You're doing stuff in your brain, aren't you?
Clarify what kind of stuff in my brain. Are you talking about spell stuff or like anxiety stuff? Because yes to both.
Okay. The spell stuff, does that use up spell slots?
Yes.
I'm not the responsible one, but I've heard this is an island of monsters.
Yeah, we're probably going to be dealing with a bunch of monsters, Jill.
And I'm just going to say that spell slots are probably going to be useful to have.
Especially because I'm not really good with magic, as Wynn.
Yeah, she's probably already, like, doing sort of the gesture that casts this and then stops in the middle of it. Lets the magic go.
Thank you, Jill. You can yell at Max later.
We'll have many days in space where you can yell at him.
Yeah, you can spend whole days just using all your spell slots to yell at Max. You can start writing them. In preparation.
Okay, no, sure, yeah, no, I'll start drafting some... Goddess! Fuck!
How about I distract you by hitting you with a bunch of other wild shit?
Hit us with all the wild shit.
Fine.
I want to say that, like, the closer you guys get to the tavern, because I'm assuming you're walking and talking.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a walk and talk.
Yeah. Yeah, she paused for a second to cast and then a walk and talk.
The closer you guys get to the tavern, the more you hear just rowdy singing. Just
Is that a shanty?
you can tell that there's a party going on in the tavern.
Well, we know what direction to go in.
Oh no, is that friggin' in the riggin'? Oh, it's friggin' in there. Oh, yep, that's Artie.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you walk in, you find Artie in the middle of a crowd of minotaurs and just people while he's on the lap of a minotaur singing bawdy songs.
How's your performance, Artie?
Roll performance. You know what? He's
got good charisma.
He's lit.
Yeah, this could go well.
Normal roll. Oh no, it's a 6.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it's not great.
He's trying, but like, also, who the fuck cares? Everybody's drunk.
That's true.
So, here's a fun thing. Artie, this wine is watered down. You're maybe the only person who's drunk.
No, it's when it's all in your head. What's that word? When it's all in your head?
Psychosomatic?
Yeah, it's all psychosomatic.
Artie is psychosomatically drunk.
That tracks.
That's a figment that happens to me always.
Oh god, it's tard marks all over again. What's it look like to you, and what does it look like to everyone else?
Yeah.
Listen, he's hot.
Mhm.
I think everyone's just playing along.
Yeah, Artie's got a contact high.
I mean, I like to think that the performance check is more indicative that I think that, like, Artie is probably fine as a singer and is, like, doing his best. But the rest of the group does not necessarily know any of these body songs. And so the general effect is somewhat confused.
By the way, clientele here, there's quite a few Minotaurs, but they do appear to be Minotaur sailors, and a bunch more are just other sailors from the docks, like other off-worlders.
Yeah.
Cool.
Already bought around, so everyone's...
Well, I mean, I don't want to interrupt. It looks like
Yeah,
everybody's
let's just
having
get a
great
table.
time.
Let's just get a table nearby.
Yeah.
How many gold am I down if I bought a round for the whole...
If you bought a round of wine for the whole bar, let me do
Yeah.
some math here real quick. How many rounds did you buy?
At least 2.
Okay, yeah, you're about... Because a bowl of wine is 4 coppers each. So you are down about a gold.
Just 1? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we have gold is a lot of money.
Gold is actually a lot of money. See my previous comment about crashing the local economy.
Yeah, Artie doesn't fucking...
Or at least crashing the local sailor-facing economy. The local economy for people who live here is different.
Yeah, Artie's gonna fuck some shit up.
Hey, do you have any seafood?
Are you waving
Yes.
the guy who runs the place over?
Yeah.
He heads over and he goes, yes, we have a fish stew for today.
Yes, please. The
Yes.
biggest bowl you have.
He nods and he heads
Put
off.
it on my tab!
Or somebody else ordering?
Also stew.
The same, actually. Do you have any bread that can go with it?
Yeah, can
Yes.
it be in a bread?
Oh, can it be in a bread bowl?
We can't put it in a bread, but we can give you bread.
Would love
Okay,
the
that's fine.
bread. What else you got?
We have some baklava that just came out of the
Hell
the oven a
fucking
little
yes.
while ago. And we've
Fuck
got
yes.
wine.
Yes, on that too.
Yes.
Okay.
That all sounds great. Please.
God, I'm hungry right now in person, and I would fucking destroy a bread bowl full of fish stew.
That comes out to 12 silver, 6 copper.
Okay, I got it.
Next one.
Welcome.
Alright, should I catch you all up, like, in character so you can react to it, or should we just say you catch up on everything that I learned, which was a lot of things?
I think we can skip straight to the reactions.
Yeah, star wipe to the reaction faces.
Yes.
Artie's there.
Which, to summarize, ghost ships being more common feels relevant to maybe undeadiness. Obviously, the Nyogi seems indicative of, their home stars blowing up like I dreamed about.
Yeah, okay, so we can definitely place that as something that was happening as it was, that you saw as it was happening or had recently happened. So we know that that's not like a premonition or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that narrows down that, and then, well, I mean, that sounds... The Stardust and the Quicksilver stuff sounds a lot like that's your patron, but they're not
sure
Feywild
does.
people? Or are they?
They might be Feywild, and just also that. Speaking from the experience of, being an elf, Feywild stuff can do things like that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, and I literally dream about Stardust,
right.
Quicksilver, same eyes.
Okay, so if that's all true, then... Yeah, if you get some more information about this, we might be able to try and figure out, where that is or how you're supposed to, directly talk to your patron, then. Patrons? It might be patrons.
It might be patrons.
You might have
Might
two
a
new
wonderful
dads.
gay couple. Yeah.
Oh my god, I have 2 dads.
You might have 2 gay dads.
2 gay dads and a
This
grunkle.
is the
Sunkle.
best day of my life. And they sound like really cool dads.
That does sound really cool. Just be careful.
Trust your really cool dads.
I trust my really cool dads. They sent me breadsticks.
Yeah, I know. If they don't play by the same kind of rules as deities at least have some kind of, set boundaries of something, but, A patron might not, and just promise me you'll be careful, and you just... I just don't want you to get hurt by anything.
Thank you. I know. I mean, how about this? I will continue to tell you whatever is happening so that you can tell me when I'm doing something stupid.
Okay, deal.
So we need to get some drugs.
I'm sorry?
Gem Jammer is performed by Alexi Peppers, Annie Creighton, Kit Walker, Mackenzie Weaver, and Rio, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our character designs are by Rio, who you can find at vriosart on Twitter, and our cover art is by Canary Witch, who you can find at doodlesfromthebird.tumblr.com. Our opening and closing music is by Reckoning Storm AudioWorks. For more episodes of the show and our other shows, as well as news, check out our website at crookedrussiancamp.horse.
Do I now have permission?
You should have permissions to edit your own character
To
sheet.
edit
You're
my
the
own
owner of
currency.
it. You are the boss of your character sheet.
I'm
There
the
should not be
boss.
anything on here
Why-
you can't edit.
Why won't it let me edit?
We don't trust you, Rio.
That's fair.
Honey, it does require you doing math. And that is a tricky situation.
-1 is a fairly easy calculation. I will point that out.
And yet...
Oh,
Yeah.
my cat took off the number lock.
That'll do it.
Honey.
My cat turned off the number lock.
Sweetheart.
I'll do it.
Honey Gem Jewel.
I don't use the other the keyboard number. I use the pad.